page and communicate, even if you're kind of repeating yourself and going through the steps. Because if we do not write these things down, or until we get to the situation that we can write it down or work on it, it's kind of up in the air, right? Like, say it's troubleshooting and we don't know what the problem is. We're talking about it. We go, okay, we're going to do this. Then we go, hey, that wasn't the issue, so it's this. Um, it looks like we got it. Or, okay, so this and this issue, this is how we're going to fix it, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of that just is communication. A lot of tuners, builders, this, that, want to handle everything. And if the client's in on it, if they're buddies, sadly, they can only comprehend what they read and can get from that, or when somebody says something. And telling like emotion through text, or like what somebody means through text, especially if their technical writing's not that good, can really just make it hard to understand through text what to do if you're, say, for example, reading on the internet to get advice or troubleshoot or information or whatever. And I have a really good, I'm really well-rounded at that. He's grabbing a notebook and a pen real quick, because we're not only staying organized, but as I get older, as we get older, and, I help these dudes, he's a good bit younger than me. I want to lead him in a good direction, and staying organized, just kind of having a notebook for the car and kind of keeping what we need to do, what's been done. If we have something that we're kind of maybe playing with that's like an off and on thing, or issues throughout the week that maybe happened once or twice aren't happening, write them down, stuff like that. So notes are good to have. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to make notes on the car of what we have to do, plug the laptop in, fire it up, make it run right, and then he's going to come over. But it looks like the wiring stuff that I had to do last night, the prior video showed the rywire jumper harness. I'm going to give you information on that too. But we'll do the list. I'll give you guys that information. We'll plug in the laptop. You guys will probably hang out. That's why we do that. So basically on that, just to start, just put voltage drain, because when the battery's plugged in, we have that light thing going on. And then underneath of that, just put because we already have the relay basically partially installed, we just need to solder it and install it. So just put solder and mount relay, because technically it's installed. We just have to solder and mount the relay. And then the voltage drain. I know you'll clean out the car. Leave if you want. I know you have wiring hanging right here under the dash as far as the fuse box unmounted and stuff. But for the voltage drain, we're probably going to need to get behind there. So if you want, you can kind of leave that hanging. When you come over, we'll bolt the fuse box up, and I'll help you zip tie the wires up. Because we're going to, oh, the fan. OEM fan wiring. Just put OEM fan wiring so we can get rid of your toggle switch. So I don't know who was in here when I was talking a minute ago. I'll give you guys just a quick rundown of what we're doing real quick, because I'm helping him, and I'm not going to be like, I don't want to do it twice, you know what I mean? So I'm at a client's with an EG. I released a video yesterday talking about the eBay engine harness with the rywire jumper harness causing an issue with the car. A long story short, like running, because it's an adapter harness to go from this standalone engine harness to the chassis harness. So that jumper harness is pinned differently. What it looks like, it's pinned mostly correct, and I'm guessing because this thing doesn't have a C101 connector like a K-series, but I don't know if there's like an industry standard pin out. I did find one for an EG. They don't have that plug there, so I don't. Anyways, long story short, it's a couple wires at the shock tower, which is mainly the, if anything, it would be like check engine light, tach, oil light, battery light, coolant, whatever. I think he said the coolant worked. So we can check the speed wire, the tach wire, the coolant wire. When we fire it up right now, I'll see the check engine light's not working. But the ECU is powering on. The fuel pump's kicking on. It's going through its startup routine, and it's ready to fire, and it runs. So what we need to do is we need to get basically this relay installed, because we did a fuel pump relay because the OEM relay and wiring is not that good for these turbo Hondas. We put a bigger pump in it. It blows fuses, burns wiring, doesn't keep up. It maxes out our fuel system early, this, that, because we're commanding so much from it because it's turbocharged. So we have an aftermarket 40 amp relay that doesn't run ignition fuel in the car like that OEM. We just use the fuel pump wire and trigger a relay we have mounted in the back near the pump, and we have a relay. So that's, you know, he'll put his pump in that, his turbo kit on. Right now it just has a header on it, got a tri-Y header. We are going to plug the laptop in and fire it up. So getting past all that, when it comes to my house, that's what we're doing this for, because we're at his house right now. We don't have everything here we need. What we are going to do is we are going to plug the laptop in and make it fire up. Okay, when it comes over, do me a favor on that list, put base timing before tune, just because we need to set the distributor. Yeah, because it's retarded right now, so we need to do that. Do you want to grab a 12mm open end wrench so I can adjust the dizzy real quick?
Yeah.
At least get it in the middle so that we can set the timing when you come over. So long story short, I'll give you guys the list of what we're doing. So we're going to end up setting the base timing. We're going to solder in the connections for the relay because he was crimping them, and I really don't like crimp connections. For stuff like that, I'd really just rather solder it and then put a riv nut in to mount the relay because it has a hole in it, so we can just mount the relay there. And it's in the back towards the pump. I'm going to show you guys the car in 1 sec. I just figured I'd give you this info. So we have to mount the relay and solder, adapt the shock tower plug, just switch a couple wires so the cluster works. So like tack, check engine light, all that shows up there. Set the base timing. But I do believe, besides putting the turbo kit on, that's it. Relay. The base timing is with the tune. We throw the timing light on. That's nothing. Oh, his fan. So he has a fan on a toggle switch right now. We're going to take the fan back to OEM. He had switched shells and put the swap in, and it was trying to get it so he could drive it out and we could finish it and this and that. And this wiring problem ended up, I guess, not being as extensive as I thought it was yesterday when I told you guys that it was pinned wrong. It is pinned wrong. It's just not completely pinned wrong. It's partially pinned wrong. Now this is going to come down to basically a tune. He'll put the turbo kit on, we'll tune. I'll probably make a downpipe for it or whatever. But what it's looking like is fan to return OEM wiring, install that relay properly, because right now it's kind of just tossed in there, and make the dash populate. So it's not much. It sounds like a lot, but it's really just, you know, tracing some wiring. We got a voltage draw, tracing some wiring. It's probably going to come down to like a little bit of voltage meter work and, you know, regrounding or snipping a wire or something, you know what I mean, just to fix those types of issues in the communication with the dash and stuff. It's all wiring. I do it. I don't want to make it sound hard or easy, because it is hard, but I don't want to make it sound like it's like this huge ordeal where I'm like, oh man, it's like this big video, this, that. It's not. We'll do that over an hour or two or whatever, and then we'll go tune. It's not a big deal. It is kind of annoying more so because you're sitting there looking at pinouts, and kind of as you're flipping through them, like the plug, you have the front and the back. So as you're looking at like 1 and 2, and then you're also looking at 2 pinouts, so you're like 1 goes to 4, then you're like, okay, 1, 4. It's annoying. I don't know. But I'll show you guys the car real quick. It's nothing, you know, amazing, but it's a good car. So I'll show you guys this real quick. So we got a little EG hatch. He has another EG hatch here, which this is the one we originally tuned. This is the original car. This one had the turbo B20 in it. Now it has this. You got another motor as a backup, did a rebuild. That one, the thrust washer actually fell out, and we kind of knew it had some type of issue like that, because when you push the clutch in, it would like drag the motor, act like it had like an oil pressure problem, and when you decelled, it would like drag. I am so surprised the motor didn't eat itself. The thrust bearing fell out. Put this together, put it in. That's crazy, right? And it kept running. That is crazy. But anyways, we've got the relay just slapped in there right now because we were test starting. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right there. Anyways, we will mount it and solder it. This was purely for test. We're going to fire it up. He's going to go through and clean the car out because he had actually got this as a shell and had to put everything in it. So he like threw everything in it from that car, and then he's got like tools and jack stuff and tires and all that. So he'll get it cleared up. We'll come over. We're going to just put the dizzy in the middle whenever you loosen it. And then, so basically this is how it is. So I do street tuning, dyno tuning. I do premier tuning where we do track support and a bunch of other stuff. A lot of people will be like, man, you don't have a dyno, you know why? Well, to be quite honest with you, I work on cars a little differently as far as a lot of troubleshooting, a lot of issues when we're tuning them. To be quite honest with you, it's not, dyno tells you numbers, it's a tool, this, that, it's great. But a lot of these cars have issues and they're not ready to go to the dyno. So it's not like talking crap about the cars, it's just they're not ready. And when they are, in my life, I've been, you know, I'm 37 now, but I wasn't exactly the maturest and make the best decisions. And even when I had a shop, I was like, man, if I get a dyno, like I'm going to be paying on it every month, and it could, I mean, it was a big deal. It's a lot of money. So I just didn't make the best choices, didn't do it. But we rent a dyno from somebody else. It's pretty inexpensive. And like I said, the street tuning does have its place. I mean, for what we do with these cars, as far as have issues, we need to troubleshoot them. When you guys see more videos this week, because some of you guys are new followers or stuff, or I haven't been posting lately, and a lot of times I'm posting videos of us like racing the cars but not working on them, you're going to see a lot more behind the scenes. Like, for example, I have my daily right now. We're going to do the live feed later talking about how the daily is a multi-purpose car and what it's going to be used for and what we're doing with it and stuff, because I'm stepping away from my drag car, but I want to still post videos. I want to race and do all that. So you're like, what are you going to do? It's like a daily, but it's like a little more than that. I'm going to race it, this, that. It's a fun car. It's a good choice. It has goals. It has a reason to be done, all that. So right now we're going to do a test fire on this car. Get the laptop plugged in just so we can get it to run right. At that point, I'm going to go home. He'll come over tomorrow, the next day. I have a tune tomorrow, a bunch of fab, this, that. So all week we'll be doing live. Tonight when I get home, I'll do the live on the daily, show you guys that. So if you guys want to hang out and just watch us fire up the car, I guess we'll do that right now. Okay, so you have the chip DCU.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take that chip DCU. So do that. Let me put this up here. Yeah, you want one? Yeah.
Please.
Honestly, I didn't know if you smoke cigarettes. If you ever want one, just ask, bud. I smoke. It sucks. I smoke a lot of cigarettes, but
I'd rather smoke cigarettes than a vape, you know?
yeah, no, I get that. Yep. Here you go. But there's that, and then you want a lighter?
Yeah.
But it's funny, but like, God, I would rather just smoke a cigarette and like not have any other like, because I don't drink or anything. You know what I mean? I feel like when I smoke a cigarette, it's the same thing as like doing something else. Like, I don't know. I have my weed pen. I use that, but like, I don't know. I smoke cigarettes all fucking day long. And I used to never smoke. I started smoking only like 4 years ago. Yeah, not even that long. You know when I started smoking cigarettes is when I quit drugs.
That's good.
Yeah, I wasn't like doing all these crazy drugs and all this, that, but I was abusing painkillers for a couple years. I got hit by a car. Not hit by a car, my leg got ran over.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like gruesome or nothing. It did cut my leg, and like the car like pushed my foot across the ground, so it like gave me a gnarly cut, and it like crushed my ankle. But I started using painkillers, and I did those for like, that was at like 28, right? And I had shut the shop. I was kind of calming down on the cars. Me and my chick had split, and I was just like down and out, you know? So I shut the shop, and I wasn't really building cars at the time. And I started taking painkillers because I fucked my leg up. And the next thing I know, I'm fucking hardcore addicted to these fucking painkillers. So, do you have a screwdriver?
Yeah, I do.
Let me see that.
Phillips?
Yeah.
You got it.
Got you. That screws tight. I'll finish telling the story in a second. It's not that glorious. It's not anything good. Long story short, just started doing drugs when I was 28. I started doing pills because I got hit by a car. That lasted, God, it was like a week. I was like, I'm addicted to these pills. I was way too weak to quit. I was single. I had a girlfriend at the time. I wasn't going to marry her or anything. We were just doing drugs together. Just doing pills. It wasn't like smoking them or nothing crazy, which doesn't make it any better, but I was taking pills. And then I just did that for like 3-4 years. And then I was like, I can't do this. Like, this is crazy. So from 24 to 32, I was on pills, and I had never done drugs anywhere in my life before that. And I was like, man, it's 4 years of my life. Like, I'm fucking up right now. Like, it's getting worse. Like, I didn't know what to do. And I had an apartment, I had a car, I worked, like all that, but I'm doing drugs. I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing pills. I feel like a fucking loser. So 32, I was like, I'm quitting, and I quit, and I started smoking cigarettes when I quit, and I've been smoking since I was 32 till now. So I guess I've been smoking cigarettes for 5 years. But yeah. But yeah, I got hit by that car or crushed my leg, and I did painkillers for about 4 years, and I went, man, I got to get off these. Like, this is not what I want to do. Like, I do not want to do drugs for the rest of my life. And I went and got clean. But when I did, I picked up smoking cigarettes. So this is what it is. All right, let's flip this around. So what we're doing, you guys, is we're going to plug in this chipped ECU, and we're going to do a test start with the emulator plugged in the laptop, and get some control over the car so we can set the timing and make it idle right and this and that so he can drive it out to me. So this is a Honda computer that is socketed or chipped or however you want to put it. This is the adapter part. Now, when he comes over, all the extra shit, the trash, whatever will be out of here. But this little bundle of wire that goes like this is literally just that stream right there. And then there's that. So those will just zip tie up, and then the ECU will be mounted in the OEM location. He is putting this car as close as he can back to, you know, full put back together and enjoyment and stuff. So let's grab the laptop. Okay. I'll let you hold that. You want to hold that one?
Yeah, got you.
Thank you, buddy. Okay. This is a live emulator, so the computer can talk to the laptop can talk to the ECU when we tune right now. Hopefully we have enough battery, because I might have left it chilling. Yeah, I think we got enough battery to fire it up. Okay. And I believe we have the old tune from this, but it is new. So we'll just start with whatever B20 base we have that is good. I believe we have a non-VTEC. This is a newer laptop, you guys. When the older laptop got stolen, I had to refresh because I did not have my hard drive. So I should have, yeah, I do have a OE B20 map. This is his actually originally. Okay. See how this goes. So I'll take this, okay. Go ahead and click, I'll plug the battery in. All right, go ahead and click the key on. All right. All right, try to start it. It might be that, and I honestly think it is because we had been draining on it, but I got jumper cables. Let me just back my car up and we'll just do that. You want to unplug the battery just real quick? You guys aren't supposed to see the daily yet, so I can't show it to you yet. But I got jumper cables, so jump it. And honestly, so that thing, what I was saying is there's a couple wires different on that. He said it ran and it started, so I assume he knows that the battery's just low. But what I was wondering is the pinout's different. That starter trigger wire and stuff could potentially be different. So that's why I'm like, wait, he started it, but it could be different. But he might know what I don't because he's been messing with it. For him, it could work. So right now I was like, when he hit the key, I was like, I wonder if that wire's different on that jumper. But he said it did start for him before. So let's get the jumper cables and make sure we have voltage, and then I don't want to go fixing wiring that we don't even need to fix because there's nothing wrong because the battery's dead. But this is the type of issue you run into when you have aftermarket like jumper harnesses and stuff. Hang on one sec. Okay. Because you had already started it off the key with this setup, so it's just low voltage. I figured. I know that pinout's different on that conversion harness, but when you said it already started, that's why I didn't go pulling it apart yet, because I was like, he might be right. Like, he said it started. Like, I might not want to go unplugging this yet. And what it looks like is...
It ran the same way I drove it with.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. So what it looks like is on that plug, there's what, 8?
Look, I'll show you.
There's 14.
What issue it made. Look, I got a video of it when I was doing.
Oh, with that ECU.
Yeah, with this harness and everything. It's right here.
Yeah, that's like 2-step, but that also could be limp mode. So we'll check it. We'll check it.
Was the B18 fucking stock ECU too?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, part of me thinks, because on the stock computer, that might have been limp mode because the idle valve. Okay, so we'll hook up one at a time. So we'll hook up, we'll just go to the starter right here.
Oh yeah.
So we'll just go to, well yeah, we should be able to use that. Oh, you know what, go to the block. Go right here, how about just do the starter or that, and then we'll just go right there. Oops. Like that. Okay. All right, you want to go ahead and try?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a little test start. He said it had a limiter, but that was the stock computer, but he was showing me that it did work. And that's why I was like, okay, don't pull the wires out yet. The conversion harness has 14 wires, and it looks like 5 of them or 6 of them might be swapped around, but the other ones are correct. So I didn't want to go pulling the whole harness apart and back tracing it if I didn't need to. Let me check something real quick, just to make sure we're all plugged in and everything, because if I didn't plug that tower plug in yet, that might be why. Okay, so we are on. Let me just check the voltage at the dizzy and shit real quick to make sure that plug's plugged in right. Because that definitely... Remember I was talking about... Where's that voltmeter?
Oh, trigger.
Okay, let me see that puppy. I just want to make sure we have everything square before... Because the starter, that's just the one wire. I mean, that's just...
Oh yeah, look at that solution. Yeah.
The ground?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we need to do that.
Yeah.
I'll snug it for now just so that we can do our little test.
Okay.
And then let me check this. So... Put... Is the key on right now?
No.
Go flip that on and then make sure the battery's on. You can leave it on because my car's plugged into it.
No.
It's on?
Yep.
Okay, let me check. Yeah, we got voltage to the dizzy. So something's going on, not necessarily with the starter, but something with, let's check. Well, it's just the, I can jump the starter by hand. I just want to make sure everything's plugged in before I go saying that wire's wrong. Yeah, they're all plugged in.
Because I was unplugging the one neath the dash too.
It's okay. We can jump it manually right now. But I wanted to just double check real quick. That's all. You're good, buddy. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Started, but
Well, it will. It's honestly, this is probably not that. This is probably something else. So let's just keep walking. Okay, so we'll check the wire to make sure it's doing 12 volts, because literally, not saying your starter's bad, but if the wire's getting 12 volts, I was going to say the little things right here's loose. Watch. This little piece, watch, right here.
Oh, yeah.
This little piece, right here, this. Loose, yeah. So it might be fucked up. You get what I'm saying? So let's just do this real quick. Let's, do you have some needle nose or something so I can jump it and just see? Because if the wire's plugged in wrong, that's whatever. I mean, we'll fix it. But since you said it worked before, that makes me think that starter nipple thingy's fucked up and it's not connecting and it's a starter. All right, you guys. So basically, like I said, he had started it already, this, that. We're going to do a fire up right now to put a map on it so he can dry out later in the week or tomorrow. Later in the week or tomorrow, whatever, you can come over and we can do the turbo kit install and tune it. Basically, we just have to make a new downpipe. The turbo kit was already on there. But right now, we're trying to do the fire up. He had already fired it up. Thought it was low voltage, but the little nipple thing on the side of the starter is kind of fucked up, like maybe it got bopped. Yeah. So that could be literally the starter itself, not something with the wiring, because like I said, he did say it already ran and started on this, so let's just try this. Okay, you got it. There you go. So let's just jump the starter real quick and see. Okay. All right, ready?
Oh, shit.
We'll check the starter to make sure that wire's coming live, and I'll make sure it works when you come over, okay? So we'll check that before you know what, we'll check it before I leave so that we can make sure you can get there, okay? Yeah. It starts, I'm gonna make it run right, so give me a minute. Well, I'm gonna make it run right if it's lean or rich or something, because it could be off. But I'm gonna mess with some fuel real quick. Just, this is like base map shit. The car just started, it's cold, hasn't ran a bit. It's got a relay now, it didn't before, blah, 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 blah. So let's just let it run for a minute. We're gonna do a little fuel adjustment. I need it to run right so you can get it to my house so we can tune it. That's what this is. Throttle cable. It's okay. Okay, so add to your list, to your list of throttle bracket. Yeah, just so basically we're making a list of everything this car needs. This dude's younger, he's just starting. He's not too young, but he's put everything from one car to another. He's got problems. He's one of my clients. We become friends. He pays me. This is what it is. It's not perfect. It's not the most miraculous car. After he clears it out, puts the dash in, and we meet up for a day and do this wiring and tuning, put the kit on, it'll be a very nice car and it'll be done in that day, or within those 2 days he can stay at my house for that night, whatever. But we just need to be able to get him to Phoenix so he can be good.
not working or no?
Yeah, but something's not right with it.
Yeah.
The two-step. All right, so the TPS is like out of calibration or fucked up. I have a question. That TPS, is that an original Honda OEM TPS?
Oh, I don't think so. I got it from my old one.
Okay.
That shit was fucked up. I have 3 more, like 1 more.
Bring it with you. I have some.
But it's just that they have rivets on them.
It's okay, bring it. Okay,
But that was the best one I had. And it was kind of loose. I tried smacking it.
let me see. Do you know what brand it is?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I can't tell if it's Honda OEM. Put it this way.
I don't think so.
Something's going on with the TPS, we'll fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, so shut the car off. So now we got to make it start off the key, so we got to see why that wire's dead. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll do that real quick, and then I'll take off. I'll bring the chip, I'll take off, because I already did the fuel adjust.
Yeah.
And then whenever you want to drive out, you can drive out.
Yeah, for real?
Okay, yeah, because it ran, it's good. I'll just start off the key. You can put the seat in, clear it out, and then bring it over. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna check why when he hits the key it doesn't work. I think it has something to do with just like the starter relay thing, output to the starter. It worked for him before. It could be something with like the clutch switch or whatever. So I'm gonna look at that real quick. But as you can tell, the car fired up. It's not the smoothest idle, this, that, but that's with no tuning. We don't have the base timing set. And to be honest with you, once we go through it, I'll be able to. I said, I don't know.
That guy, I don't know. He said he's stock. He just barely got a new exhaust.
He said he just got a new exhaust. Tell him to race the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
It's
don't know.
it's an auto. It's an auto
him.
daily.
Tell him.
Let's not say nothing. Let's walk over here and say something. We'll let him come over. Then I'll be like, hey, race my daily. Race my daily. All right. So we'll get it to start off the key, and then you're good. Is the dizzy type? Yeah, that's cool. And we'll set the base timing when you come over. Yeah.
Yeah, my homie did.
All right. So for what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna let you guys go, and we're just gonna get it to run off the key. When he comes over, we gotta do voltage, drain, and a couple other things. What we might do is the first time he comes over, we might do the wiring, and then the second time do the turbo kit, just because that way he can not be dealing with trying to put a turbo kit on and doing wiring at the same time. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Come over, we'll do the wiring,
Yeah.
then the next time you come over, which was whenever you want.
Yeah,
You can come over.
I want to go turbo for sure.
Yeah, you can come over any day. So it's just, as soon as you're like, hey, can we do the wiring today? Come over. And then literally the next day you could be like, hey, can I bring the turbo kit out? And we'll do that. So that's fine. And then we'll do a throttle cable bracket. So all we got to do is get it to start off the key, but it did run. The TPS is acting up.
Yeah.
So I reset it on there so that it was more responsive. If it drives a little wonky, it'll drive. It's not going to die on you or nothing.
Okay.
But if it drives a little wonky, like you hit the gas and it goes, what? Boom, what? Boom, like and it acts funny, that's that TPS. Bring the other ones with you. I have some. What I think is that's not a Honda OEM TPS.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
What it's doing is it might not be in the slot, or if it is, it might just be reading wrong. Instead of reading 0.5 to 4.5 volts, it's reading negative voltage and then 0 and then positive. So it could just be off adjustment, but it could actually not be working right too.
Yeah.
So just bring what you
I
have.
have to put that in there too because that one was broken.
Yeah. So bring the one with rivets you have,
Okay.
and then I'll bring my other ones. We'll get one that works because
Okay.
worst case scenario, I just go grab one of our like single cam throttle bodies and pop the rivets off.
Okay.
But if you have one that has rivets on it and the TPS isn't broken, it's probably fine. So bring that. Okay, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna start this off the key. When we get home, we're gonna do the video on the daily and all that. Hope you guys have a good one. Thanks.